Welcome to the Inferno world. I will show you how to start your journey on this server. First, we will go to make an account. You should follow everything I'm doing in this video. The only requirements for account is to have password long enough. It must have at least 8 letters. After that, we will move to create a character. As you can see, there are many classes divided into anime, for example Dragon Ball, Bleach, and etc. After creating a character, let's move to basics classes which are available on the server. I will try to explain you briefly what distinguishes every class. So let's begin with warrior. So I think that the warrior is one of the best classes for beginners because he doesn't require any good equipment for start. He has average health gains and average damage. He is good in PvE. The next class is tank. He is useful in tanking, in taking damage during some hard quests, because he has the biggest health gains, he has the lowest damage, and it's very good for gaining experience. I think it's very good to play if you are playing alone. Moving to the next class, which is of course distance. He is using Makankos to dealing damage. He has one of the biggest damage of all classes. He has some good health gains also, so he's good in PvP as well as in experience, as well as in the PvE system. Furthermore, he is attacking from the distance. The bigger distance you have, the strongest damage you deal. DPS has the biggest damage from the swords. He has one of the lowest health gains, which is making him hard to experience. He is very good in player versus player system. After reaching 4000k level, he is getting Thor's hammer, which is making him the best class to PvE. If you want to play this class, in my opinion, you should have good equipment for start. Mage is a class which is also having low health and mana gains, which of course result in hard experience. He is using wands to play. Wands have one of the biggest damage of all weapons, as well as in PvE and PvP. He has the biggest damage of all classes. Last class is support. He has the biggest damage of all classes from wands. His best quality is mana gain. He has the biggest mana gains of all classes. He is comparable to tank, but he has the spell Kyushu, which allows him to take his mana away instead of health. After reaching 0%, the health will be taken. Support, as its name pointing, is for supporting your team. He has the best buffs for other players. Now you can see 3 weapons used for PvE system. The first one is only available in the premium shop, but the other 2 are free to get in the game. Let's start with some basics. So you have fully equipped character. The ammo slot is left free because I don't have Flame of Life. You will be carrying this item there. Now moving to statistics, you see movement speed and attack speed. there are the most important statistics for me and I think for everyone. I will show you how to train them. So going further, critical chance is trained with gloves, swords and wands. Strength is trained with gloves and swords by hitting something. Key blasting is trained when you hit something from the distance. For example, distant classes can train that. Example, physical and energy defense. That are the statistics which are mainly trained by getting hit. Now we have to log in. After login, our story begins. Firstly, we are choosing aura. Then we'll go to the chest and take items which are in purse wallet. If we want to have them in our backpack, we have to pull them from purse to backpack. If we want to attack monsters, we need to right click on them. If you want to change the equipment, you should drag it for a specific place. And if you want to take loot from the monsters, you should right click on their bodies and do exactly the same. Drag the item to your backpack. Now is the moment for spells. You can check it by typing techniques or check it on Inferno side. If you want to use some of them, you will have to raise your kill level, which you are doing simply by typing power down. Now I will try to briefly explain some basic options in bot. So first tab is consisted of regeneration and multi-single target and also move. If we want everything to work, we need to click on it and we'll change color to green. It means that everything is working. So starting with the first one, here we are changing percentages on which our character has to heal. The next multi and single target, we have to type the spell name. And the buffs is well explained, I think. You have to type your amount of attack speed or movement speed without any buffs, and it will be working then. Next tab is cave, where we are making waypoints. As you can see, you can click auto recording and our character is moving in the certain place, the place we want to. The next tab is target. In target tab we are choosing options which allows us how to beat monsters. Star mark means that you attack every monster. Instead of that you can type any monster name and it will be targeting this specific one. Yeah, I think it's very simple, it should be done as in video, so follow the video. And the last tab is about lever. When you are standing next to lever, our character will be clicking on it without and exchange money means that we are changing from the lower amount of money to the newer, the bigger one, for example from dollars to gold and etc. Before moving to mainland, I forgot about very important thing. When you are creating a character, you have the right to choose between Rock Guard and mainland. If you choose Rock Guard, you are able to earn strong achievements, and if you choose mainland, you have no options to go back to Rock Guard. If you want to leave Rock Guard, you need to make one requirement, and this requirement is to have at least 500 level. Now it's time for mainland, where the true story begins. As I told you earlier in the video, I will show you how to train movement and attack speed. While training attack speed, you have no PvP zone, but comparing to movement speed, be careful because there is a difference. In Karim Palace you have PvP zones, so be careful while doing that. I think that doesn't need any explanation, so follow the film and enjoy. See you soon.